Hey, what's up everybody? Time Raider here again. It's time for another edition of, that's right, What's Up With That?
What's up with that?
And today we are going to be talking about the cost of doing things like crossplay or dressing up for a convention or some, things like that. And the reason for this is I've had a lot of things that have come up in my life recently, and now I'm more free to do what I want. And so I'm wanting to look into doing some of the things that I've always wanted to do, and that being one of them. And in doing so, I have discovered that it's really, really freaking expensive, and that actually kind of gets on my nerves. What's up with the price of costumes? I mean, a freaking bathrobe basically for a Jedi costume, which is one of my favorite series, is Star Wars, is almost $100. The tunic shirt and pant combo, $100. Lightsaber, $100. What is with the number 100? I mean, why does everything have to be $100 for simple materials, things that shouldn't even cost that much? They're not even designer. I could understand if they were like, oh, you got the Calvin Klein Star Wars get up. No, come on, seriously. I mean, it's just clothes, simple clothes. In which case, I'm actually surprised we don't sell more things that look like them just because of their look. I mean, as far as, no offense to nobody, geeks go, or nerds, it's becoming the new craze. I mean, that's the thing to be, is be some kind of a nerd or geek or whatever. And what's up with the fact that they want to make it so expensive to do that? I mean, why do you have to be a freaking $1 million billionaire or whatever to be able to do this stuff? And yes, I know what you're gonna say. Well, why don't you just make it yourself? I personally do not possess the skills required to make this kind of stuff, and nor do I really know anybody that can. Yeah, you can make a hollowed out lightsaber out of some piping, plastic, and nuts and bolts, but still, that's beside the point. Why should props and things be so expensive when they get to make this stuff for nothing? It costs them less to make the stuff themselves than it does for everybody else to buy remakes. I mean, they make this stuff out of junk that nobody uses and things like that. I mean, yes, they have a budget for things, but to recreate this stuff, it should not be so expensive. It should actually be cheaper, because we're actually producing the materials required to make this stuff. What's up with that, on the fact that we always have to make things more complicated than they need to be? It's like people that are video game fanatics, fans, whatever. Growing up during the Nintendo era, games were $30 or less, sometimes more depending. But now everything is 60 plus, unless you wait and get the Game of the Year edition, which most of the time those are $20, or you wait and get it after everybody's done played it and nobody wants to play it anymore. What's up with that? It does not take that much money to produce these things. Why are we overcompensate. That is exactly why the economy is bad. I mean, when you start overcharging for simple things, granted, they're not necessarily things that we actually need, but they are things that are nice to have. You know, why overprice them just because, oh, they're specialty? You know, what's up with that? Come on. Seriously. I mean, it's actually kind of getting old. Um, and with that, I'm going to leave you all with that thought. And don't forget to write and subscribe. And as always, it's been another edition of What's Up With That. See you all in a week.